Hello, guys. Hello. I hope you guys can hear me loud and well. Um, Hello, and welcome to another day in paradise, and welcome to another edition of the Unapologetic Negropian. I'm going to say that again because I know when it plays again, you're not going to be able to hear the start of it. Once again, hello, and welcome to another day in paradise, and welcome to another edition of the Unapologetic Negropian. Another live edition, first live edition I've done in weeks. As you guys probably already know, I went away and now I'm back. Hello Tanya, hello, how are you doing? I couldn't come on live. Hello Lady Diva X. I couldn't go live during the vacation. So yeah, it's good to be here. It's good to speak to you guys, Black for Righteous folks. Hello again. Hello, beloved Madam Nana. Hello, 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 guys. Thanks for being here. I'm going to shoot straight on with it because really I don't want to stay on for a long period of time. I've come on StreamYard just in case people want to give their opinions on what's been on the secretly recorded phone call that I've been making these videos about. It's for me. I don't really want to go too deep into my feelings. More interested to hear what you guys have to say about it. Hello, Rosie Rose. Hello, Amina. Gambia soap and candles, lovely. Hello. Sizzle's Diaries. Hello. Hello, guys. So anyway, it's been a wild week. And I'm still processing. Bobness, hello. I'm still processing this phone call, and there's so much inside there that I'm trying to break down. I watched a live with Aphrodite actually, and you know, I think it would have been better if Aphrodite would have just stayed on the screen himself and analyzed it. He's good at analyzing things. Hello, BR. Hello. It would have been better if he'd have analyzed the call himself. Yeah, I could. It's 40 minutes. It's better if I do it this way because if I just play the whole recording, we're not going to be able to properly analyze just what is going on. It's important that we analyze it because honestly, I didn't think she was like this. I didn't think. I mean, I knew she was perhaps a little snidey. I knew she was perhaps, even maybe just a savvy, hardcore businesswoman. I did think that at one point. Tanya Cisse, I've never been a Juliet fan, so this phone call just further proves why I don't. Well, I know. I don't. I mean, but maybe I'm a bit naive myself, but maybe it's because she's British Jamaican, maybe. I don't know. Hello, Chili Pepper. Hello, Nicole. Hello. Nicole is living a life. Hello. So I know that she was a different type of person, but I didn't think she'd be the type of person that would panic. And in that phone call, actually, she's panicking. She's panicking. You can hear it in her voice. You can hear it in that nervous laugh that she over-exaggerated. And you could tell that she was under pressure, under the cosh there. And she still is, and she will be now because of the words that I stated in the last video, the one I posted tonight. So as you guys probably already know, you may know this, you may not know this, but the Gambian aficionados, what am I talking about? The Gambian politicians watch YouTube. They watch these YouTube videos. And this is the reason why she's so scared. I think you might be right, Lady Diva X. I wouldn't be surprised if that is the case, if she'd had a little tipple before that phone call. But I don't think she was. I think during the phone call, she was just angry. She was angry. So I did make a video about whether she was mentally, I don't know, unstable. I did say that. I didn't say, actually in the end of that video, I said no, but now that I keep listening to it over and over again, she is coming up with a lot of narcissistic traits, the lying, the, it's just not just lying, but trying to, thinking that she's really a very important person, more important than what she actually is. You heard her talking about the Homeland Security from the United States, going to her house and warning her, we want you to stop the Pan-African movements. We want to stop the repatriation in the Gambia. Just wow, just stuff that it's almost as if she believes the people that she's speaking to are stupid. And I spoke to one of her former customers today, actually, and he spoke to me and he told me that, not today actually, but a couple of days ago, he told me that he had referred people to her. Actually, no, he didn't. He didn't refer people to her. He said he wasn't going to do it. And the reason he wasn't going to do it was not because he thinks that she's a cheater or a scammer. He himself said, I don't think she's a scammer. I think she is a liar. She just lies like it's nothing. So if you listen to some of the things that were being said inside the video about me and about other people, you could tell that there was, she was trying to tell something. She was telling this guy something, and she didn't get the reaction from him. So that's another thing that narcissists do. They rely on reactions from others. They rely on that. That's what they live on. So when this person didn't get that reaction, she exaggerated. She said something else and something outlandish, so the person would really, get that person's attention. And Amina, yes, anyone who has a negative mindset, who thinks they can come to the Gambia to profit from their land for their own selfish gain will not succeed. How are you any different from the, yeah, well, that's very true. That's very true. The thing is, you can succeed. You can succeed, even if you have a negative mindset, because Africa can turn that around. There's so much positivity in that land. I mean, I'm trying to be pragmatic here, positive myself, but I do believe Africa can change you. It's just not Africa's job, and it's not the job of the African people to change people. It's like, okay, we have our own problems. The last thing we need is Blaxit coming over here saying that she's going to expand her operations across Africa, and I'm going to have Pan-Africanism across Africa, and I'm going to do this, that. Well, take it easy. Let's have a look. In all her greatness, narcissist. I think so too, Pan-African. I think so too. It's the run-up to election time in the Gambia. Don't assume politicians are watching these videos. Source a link to ensure the authorities are in the loop. That's to ensure. You want me to ensure that they are in the loop. Like I said that during the Art Cafe days, they were watching. They were watching, and we got proof of that. I don't remember who told me now. Someone told me. Anyway, someone told me that that they were watching, because they spoke to one of these ministers who said, they're watching, I watched that. They didn't say they watched my show, but they were watching the art cafe stuff going on. And that was bad, really. It really made a lot of people look not good. Her ego has gone over her head. Yeah, and you know what? No humility, is there? There was no humility. It was all, do you know who I am? Do you know what I've done? Me. You could tell that she is not, you know, a person who, she hasn't got a level head. She thinks a lot about herself, which is not really a good sign, right? She is, do you know what? When I was listening to some of those things, what she was saying, I've got to agree with this. I thought, whoa, what a wicked woman. What kind of person does that type of thing? I did think that. Let's have a look. She's a danger to Africa. Do you know what? I'll tell you this. I don't rate her. I don't rate her. So I think a lot of people think that we can put Africa in danger, but there are a lot more stronger, a lot more dangerous entities in Africa right now. You know, a lot more, far more dangerous than her. So then that's it. So, and Africa has prevailed. It's prevailed through the darkest of times. So, you know, colonial mindset from within, yeah, definitely. She's hoping her supporters are stupid enough to fall for her schemes and smokes and mirrors. Tanya, do you think she's scamming? You know, I'm speaking to these guys. It sounds as if she just had a lot of disorganization. She wasn't organized in her company, right? And that's what it looked like. It looked like she was disorganized. So I don't know if she's purposefully scamming people, but definitely the way her business is set up, it's not totally legal, 100%. It's clear that she's taking land from this Mr. Jallow for a certain price, and she is selling it at a certain price and pocketing the profit. That's an agent. That's not a, oh, well, I'm not an agent. All I do is I do this. No, you're an agent. You're an agent. You pocket the money from, you get given the land, then you pocket the money. So you hear her all the time. You'll hear her say, it's not my land. It's not my land. Which real estate agent, you know, real estate agents exist. They don't own the houses and the land that they're selling. They never do that. They're agents. That's the whole point of it. They are the people that that initiate the process, the sales process, right? They don't own the land. So you'll hear her say all the time, what she's doing, she's trying to throw you up. Oh, it's not my land. I keep trying to tell you that. So what? You don't have to be your land. You're still an agent. Let's have a look. Love Gambians are not stupid. Of course not. Yeah, Gambians are not stupid. They got rid of Art Cathy, didn't they? Rather handily. Why can't they take her to court? It's a good question. They can. It's just, it takes good boots on the ground. It takes really good boots on the ground. And yeah, I can't really talk too much about that. Let's leave it there. Furthermore, she's very light-skinned, so there's got to be so-called white people in her family. That's very true. One moment. What was that? Oh, someone's leaving now. Anyway, so yeah, that's very true, Lady Diva. That's very true. But you know, you know how people are in the West. People, it's difficult, especially for people who are of mixed heritage. It's difficult. Some of them, they have to pick a side, and some of them pick the light side, some of them pick the dark side, and some of them are brought up, you know, in between. It's hard for them. And I think she probably chose. Blaxit is a black racist supremacist. Probably. She seems to be a woman that's been hurt a lot, right? That's what it seems to me. Like she has had a lot of a traumatic time in the UK growing up in the 1970s and 80s in the UK. You know, it's one of those things. I think there are people who are racist against certain people for a certain reason. So you get a lot of people who are racist against us. Not like it matters, but you do get them, and their hate is usually irrational. It's just, oh, I hate them, because they were taught to hate them, to hate us. But the hate that a lot of Europeans get is not irrational. It is rational. There is a reason. And there is evidence, not just from history, but up to today, the way they're acting today in Syria, in Afghanistan. Look what happened in Afghanistan yesterday, what they did to those children. They sent a Tomahawk missile into a car, thinking a bunch of people were loading bombs into their car, and it weren't. It was children, and they were loading groceries into their car. Those Mzungus eradicated the whole family, all 8 of them. Oh, we're sorry. Yeah, friend, yeah, it was a mistake. That was it. Oh, man. It's not irrational. There is a reason why people think this way, clearly. We know all this, don't we? Right? Ton, if there is no legitimacy behind what she said about you, I've been thinking about that. I'm strongly considering it. I'll have to see. The phone call wasn't recorded by me, but it was recorded with, I'm assuming that it was recorded without her knowledge. So yeah, I don't know where I stand legally, but I'm strongly considering that. She is a very obvious and blatant narcissist. However, I think that it's important to understand that what she shouts about isn't actually what she believes. That could be the case. I think she has a huge inferiority complex. I mean, why would she have that? The reason why people like Juliet love the Gambia is because when they go there, they feel like they can get themselves into a position of power. And that is something they've thirsted for, something they never could have got in the UK. And all of a sudden, I'm meeting the president. Okay, you're meeting the president. Yeah, sorry, I just got a message through. So you could have never have hoped to have done that in the United States or in the UK. And that type of power and being around those powerful people is intoxicating and can change the best of us, really. Not making excuses for her, but some people are just like that. African governments need to pay attention to dangerous. Yeah, they do. They do. Because I think it's easy to say that she is just somebody who has who wants to make it to the top, you know, who's willing to do anything to get there. I mean, I don't think that's good. You know, if you're willing to not just sell out your people, sell out your friends, sell out yourself in order to, you know, get the opportunity to meet Akon, you know, so you can hire your own status. That's all. That's all this is. It's about her hiring her own status. Man, guys, what are we? It's crazy. It's crazy. If she committed any, yeah, that's very true. That's very true. How long has she been in the Gambia for now? I didn't think she's been in there for that long. But she can always move to, I'm assuming she's got a Jamaican passport. She can move. I think there are a lot of places. I think because both her and her husband have Jamaican passports, I'm making the assumption because it's easy to get a Jamaican passport, even if you weren't born there, right? If they have a Jamaican passport, then I'm not sure about this, but I'm quite sure that they can stay in the Gambia indefinitely. Not visa free, but it's different for them. They have certain privileges that most other people don't have. Having a Jamaican passport in West Africa, definitely in Ghana, they could just move to Ghana. So I'm not even sure if she wants Gambian citizenship. Yeah. Hello, African fan. Hello. I'm coming down to you now. I knew what she was from the very first beginning, and I made a video about what she and company are. She came also trying to tell us I know, I understand that. What is it with these people that come to Africa and then say, oh, do you know what? We can do this, we can do that. Do you know what? This is what you should do, and this is what we're doing. They've been doing that thing. They don't understand that the Africans have already been doing their thing. You don't have to go there and tread on their toes. What you need to do is humble yourself. Go there, humble yourself. Get down on your knees. You know, these are kings and queens. Get down on your knees and say, what do you need me to do? How can I help you? You know, don't go over there thinking that you're sitting there and you're all high and mighty, like you are the queen. Talking nastiness about people. She did say a lot of nasty things about the young, I say that very loosely, the young Gambians who went on that live a few months ago, who were talking about Blaxit and the automatic citizenship attempt, what Blaxit has been trying to do. And you could tell that they were just voicing their displeasure at it. You know, they don't want automatic citizenship. True, these guys are in the diaspora. So they didn't want automatic citizenship for the Gambia. Would they want automatic citizenship for America, for the UK? Would they like that? You know, I mean, let's say for the UK, because the Gambia is a former colony of the UK. Would they have wanted automatic citizenship there? They would probably say yes straight away. They wouldn't even, you know, it works both ways, doesn't it? I think. But I can understand if you look at what the Gambians have done once they've gone abroad. They've been highly productive, good citizens of society, you know. Once they've gone to the UK or the States, they normally thrive. And we haven't been doing that once we go to the Gambia. Once the diasporans go to the Gambia. Not everybody, the vast majority of people are not a problem. But you do get a small fraction of people who are going there and, you know, Negative news goes and sells. You know, positive things, you rarely hear about the positive things that happen. You have to watch What Am I for that. It's not the right place for that. Juliet thing that she's a celebrity, she does. Did you hear what she said in the video? Did you hear what she said in the video? When people come to see me, they get starstruck. She literally said that. I put that in the, I think it's in the first video. When people come to see me, they get starstruck. What are you talking about? What? Why would I get starstruck for? This woman really thinks a lot of herself. I don't know. What do you mean, Mr. Jallo? I don't know. I don't know. I think it's just an opportunity that came up. Very clever indeed, seeing any loopholes in the Gambia and exploited that opportunity for self-gain. Win-win in their mind, but it won't last. You can't fool all people all the time. That's very true. I met Gambian celebs and they are humble. They are, aren't they? There's a football player there, plays in the UK, down to earth, chilled. And most UK football players, you know, English football players are all arrogant for no reason as well. But the Gambian football players seem to, you know, seem to be a bit chill. They're very chill. 5 years it takes. Oh, they've been there for 5 years. Wow. Quite some time. Time is now telling what I said she is. I can read you all. She's falling in a good faith. You think so, Africa Fan Thrive? Yes, Blaxit and Art Kathy want to be seen as leaders amongst the Black community in Africa, and that's dangerous. Yeah, that is true, because they are not fully in control of themselves and of the situations. If you can see the way she handled this situation, it wasn't exactly with grace. You know, I'm not a big fan of Prince Dynastimia, but if you look at the way he handles these situations, he normally handles them quite gracefully, doesn't he? You know, like water off a duck's back. So, you know, you got to give him that credit. But Adrian is from Montserrat. I didn't know. I keep forgetting that. Yeah, so he's British then. If he's from Montserrat, because Montserrat had the volcano, didn't it? And all those people from Montserrat got an automatic. They got automatic British citizenship. Those people in Montserrat got automatic British citizenship because there was nowhere for them to go. It was just like, so maybe he's one of those guys that moved to the UK after. No, I don't think he would. Maybe actually, he might have moved to the UK after the Montserrat volcano blew its top. Wow. Well, that's news. I'm just okay, brilliant. Yeah, so that's news to me. I always thought he was Jamaican. Yeah, Jamaica is too expensive. Jamaica is expensive for her, definitely. She wants chump change land. She can get that. She can get land for 700, 800, 900 pounds for a plot. I mean, that's a normal price anyway. And I was speaking to this gentleman, actually, the one that sent me this recording, and he said that it's not a good idea to have all these people living on one plot of land, all these types of people, the type of people that believe in Blaxit, you know, and then you've got this huge piece of land and you've got 20 of those same types of people on that one plot of land, you know, divided up, of course, into their own separate plots for their houses and whatnot. You got 20 people. He said it was fireworks, and if there's going to be fireworks, then I have to agree with him on that. lots of people here are no more than wasters. They cheer you here and hate you in another. They are haters in disguise. That they are all those popular in high school in the alcohol. Yeah, but I'm used to it, African fan tribe. I know. I'm very much used to it now. Um, I have to school you all. What are you talking about? Satu. She only wants citizenship to secure her assets. I think that might be true. Does anybody know how long it takes you to get Gambian citizenship? Is it 8 years or something ridiculous like that? It's a long time, right? Why would you even wait? I mean, I wouldn't even wait that long. I wouldn't need to. Crazy. Uh, trade. UN, but she did have some important points. Many arrived without a plan. Many are able to purchase land and can't afford to build. She talked about sweet, juicy mama. She said she's not that sweet or juicy. Yeah, yeah, she did. I don't know of many people who move to a different country who don't have a plan. I don't know many people. You know, she might be right about that, but I don't know. Sounds a bit fishy. Now, listen, once you've purchased your land and you've done your stone, right? You do your stone, your concrete sort of slab part, or your stone, the initial stones that you put on top of the land, and then you fence it off. Once you've done that, I think you get a certain period of time before you have to develop it. You, you've got a good few years. So why would she care about that for? If someone's going to buy land and let's say a year or 2 years down the line they can't afford to develop it, then that's one thing. But no one's going to buy land off her and then say, "Oh, do you know what? I can't afford to develop it." You know, a few months after that's done. "Oh yeah, I need that money back." Yeah, yeah. Rubbish. Once you got the land, it's your land. You don't have to worry about it. Okay. Those diasporans go there with without a plan. None of them go to the Gambia with plans to start a business. Are you sure about that? Are you sure? I don't think so. You know, you've seen with the what's the names? What's the names? Oh God, the Achempong family, the ones that went back to the Netherlands. They went to Ghana, and I don't think they had a plan. But I think they were trying to stay flexible for if things don't work out, I can go back to the Netherlands, I can go back to America. And I think that's what the way they sort of did it for themselves. And I think they went on Wadamaya's channel and their channel blew up and they were able to sustain themselves with that money. But I think they spent too much money whilst they were there, the Achiempong family. They spent too much money. So yeah, that's one of those people who went to Africa and did not have a plan, but that was their plan, if you know. Their plan was to not have a plan. Let's go there, let's see if we like it, let's see if the kids can integrate. And if they can, fine, then we'll stay. If not, then we'll go back to the Netherlands. That's a plan. Star stuck, but oh, I'm just going to let that run. Go on. I think so too. Juliet is a performance artist. That isn't good at performing. That's good. It is. It's pretty obvious that sort of that over fake laugh that she does all the time. It's just like, this is not funny. You're pushing that out. It doesn't matter. Just chill. You know. I will eat the Obama guts. Wow. I'm hungry at this moment. I'm on a uh, I'm on a diet. I'm trying to lose some weight. But anyway, so yeah, that's where we're at with this. She does think a lot about herself. She thinks enormously about herself. She thinks she is the dog's bees, and she clearly has a dislike for Americans. And I know this came out a few months ago, about a year ago. People were saying this. People was, she doesn't like African Americans or Black Americans. She said actually in the phone call, she doesn't like Black Americans because she knows she can tie in the Gambian diasporans into that as well and start talking bad about them. It's really nasty the things she was saying on the phone about these people. I will, Ashanti. I will, 100%. I don't have any plans to back down at all. Last 4 years, I've watched Black Americans and Black British immigrants. I'm going to make the assumption that was go to the Gambia to attempt to turn Gunjur and Sayang into white British. No, in the 1970s in Benidorm. Yeah, and they, is Sanyang, is that next to the beach? And Gunjur? Because if it isn't, then that's not, there's really hope in hell. But I've been to Benidorm. Have any of you guys been to Benidorm? And I went there, oh my gosh, after the crash in 2008. Benidorm looks like Dubai with all the skyscrapers. They're just building and building and building and building. No one bought those apartments. No one. They're empty. So if you go there now, it's a ghost town. It's just wild. And the good thing about the people going back to the Gambia to live is they are going back to live, okay? And if they have that tie to the Gambia, they don't have to stay there permanently. They can go and come back. They will inject a lot of capital, a lot of investment into the Gambia. If they do this, it would be really nice. Like US multi-part plan, not necessary. Entitlement is all that's needed. True. If married to a Gambian, I can get my citizenship once we've lived here for 7 years and meet other requirements according to the Constitution. Why have they made it so difficult, Tanya? Why have they made it so difficult for people to get citizenship? What's the problem? It's wild. 7 years? I could get American citizenship within that, in a short period of time. Why are they making it so difficult on themselves? But the thing is, you don't need it, do you? Get yourself an ECOWAS passport or a CARICOM passport or both. You don't need it. The world's changing. The world's changing. It's like you don't need a French passport anymore. Just get yourself a European Union passport, because then you can go and live in France and you can reap all the benefits that a French person would. It's not going to make any difference if you have a Finnish passport or a Swedish passport or a Portuguese passport. You can go live wherever you want. So, don't worry about that. The world is changing. Go for those passports. Make sure you have them and use them. If President Jammeh was in power, all this nonsense wouldn't happen. He could have deported them all, or worse, Fatima and Barry, or worse. No new taping of her you plan to play on. Listen to this. Listen to this. I have other recordings. Oh, I missed a phone call. Missed a phone call. Wow, back 5:37. I missed a phone call. Give me a second. Here we go.
You know, Jesse, you're sad. You're very sad. You're very lonely, clearly, and you obviously have mental health issues because you're seeing here mental health accusations which you have no factual evidence of. People are being sued right now. People are being sued for the very same thing that you're doing. I'm free. If I had done anything wrong, I would have been apprehended. There would have been at least a case against me. There is no case. You listened to rubbish and liars. Why didn't you go and look at the people that are actually scamming people? Why don't you look at the poor people like Shantae White or Phoenix who lost Shantae lost $16,000 with Quasi? Why you don't ask them? No one has ever lost a penny with me, and everybody has land documents that they were promised and agreed to. So why don't you just stop your lies?
I don't know if you heard all that. Did you hear that? Let me know if you heard that, because she's talking on this recording to a former client, and she's lying again. Not everybody has their land papers. They don't all have their land papers. We know this, but she's there. She's speaking to a client who's having problems getting their paperwork, and she's telling that one client, oh, everybody else has their paperwork. I'm not a criminal. Everybody else has their paperwork, which is just not the truth. She doesn't want her to know. She doesn't want this person to know that there are other people who are having a similar problem with her. Yeah. Good. I'm gonna have you listen to another one.
And also, everybody has their land from the landowners that they purchased them from, either Mr. Jallo or Keba of African Properties. Everybody has their land. So why don't you please, take a break, get a life, and leave me alone?
Yeah, the owner of an organization speaking this way. Free to be announced? I don't know. She needs to be spiritually cleansed. The spirit is vile. And I think she's, I'm not going to make excuses for this type of behavior, but I think she's probably picked it up in the UK and she's brought it over to Africa. Sorry guys, that's going to happen a lot. You're going to get a lot of toxic people from the diaspora coming to Africa thinking that they are high and mighty and that they know better. They'll have notions of supremacy over the natives, like they are better somehow. So yeah, that is a telling recording, really is. No one's heard that one before. You were the first to hear that. So many people who have never been to the Gambia, so many people who are not married to Gambians, so many people who have no property in Gambia. Some know more than me. It's like magic. Bobness, let me ask you a question. Can you buy citizenship to go to the Gambia? Like you can do in Malta and in Spain, citizenship by investment. Does the Gambia have that? It'd be interesting to hear whether that's the case. After Fang tribe, I exposed Blaxit when Wadamaya brought her to life and she started with an automatic. That was my first video about us, maybe 2 years ago. Really? Wow. After all these evidence has come forward, there's more. There's a lot more, and I'm not just saying that. I'm just making the videos nicely at this moment, just popping them out. Oh yeah, she brought her toxic energy from, yeah, definitely. Facts, those types of diasporans like Blaxit are dangerous. They are. They are. They can be. They can be. Because right now, she isn't going to make any big difference, really. But you never know in the future, 5, 6, 7, 10 years from now, you don't know what position she'll be in. She could have lied and hustled her way into a strong position where she is the representative of all returning diasporans. Could you imagine that? Wow, what a nightmare. What a nightmare. Wow, terrible. Sweet Daddy Kool-Aid, Crazy Boy sucks. I hope Shantae gets. What? Why did I read that? Why did I even read that in Movement? Why would I even do that? No, that wasn't. Sorry, that was Sweet Daddy Kool-Aid. Sorry, in Movement. Angel, you are Marley Morris, wife of Emma's. Really? Be honest, I spent time with her and she's really nice to the locals anyway. That's okay, Angel. Don't go away. Stay. I've never seen Marley Morris's wife on camera before. I think he's done a good job to protect her. So we're going to keep it that way. Crazy. I hope Shantae gets him arrested. Bobness. I've met people who are rich enough with connections high enough who I believe have bought citizenship. However, I have no proof and I'm not arrogant enough to pretend I know, but it's pretty obvious. Yeah, but it's not illegal in some places, and that's what I'm asking. In some places, it's not illegal. You can buy a passport in the for Monaco, but it's expensive. There are places where you have to invest 50,000, 100,000 to 150,000, and that's their way of getting citizenship. So if I invest, like if I want to buy a house, if I want to buy a house in Spain, all I have to do is buy a house for 150,000, or I could buy a house for 30,000 and just say that I'm going to renovate it. That's my 150,000 that I need to go to Spain. That's my investment. You know, it's not difficult to do that. You're pumping your money into their economy, and that's all they're bothered about. If the Gambia doesn't have anything about this, it's not exactly like, you know, it's not exactly, they can't rely on tourism, and we all know this now. So it'd be really, really interesting. Maya gave her exposure. She was a good girl till he told her to make a YouTube channel and ask for money. Oh, his wife is a respectable, hard-working wife, not internet thug. Yeah, I guess so. I lived in Ireland when you could buy citizenship. Oh, really? It's interesting. What part of air? I spent a lot of time in Ireland too. In the US, within some states, 500,000 gets you a green card. Wow, that's not bad. I think you can buy citizenship like that way through investment in the States. But all the billionaires now, all the billionaires, guys, all of them, Richard Branson, Elon Musk, they all have CARICOM passports now. And there's a reason for that. Well, Richard Branson has had his for a long time, right? Virgin Islands, right? Richard Branson has had his CARICOM passport for a very long time. And it's because they just want a place where they can go, get residence automatically and reap the rewards of low taxation or no taxation whatsoever in some of those Caribbean islands, in a place which is 2 hours flight from Florida, or not even less in some parts. CARICOM passport. Some of these passports are getting very powerful at this moment. In the US, with instance, the automatic citizenship is no more nor less for you to give her and people money. And if all could go right to be your leader, I saw her the very first time what she really is, insidious. Yeah, she's definitely got her motives, right? And they're not all good. They're not all good. You can tell that. You can tell that. Would this diaspora problem even exist without YouTube money stream? Like with the harm done to Black community by hip hop, rap music? Boy, that's a difficult question. I don't know. Would the diaspora problem even exist? Oh man, that's a tough question, man. I don't know. I don't know. I am very old. I live in Dublin. Nice. I was in Dublin earlier this year. Really nice. I love Dublin. Nice people, Valerie. Really nice people. Like, I lived in the UK when I was younger. I lived in England for the majority of my life. Actually, all my life I lived in England when I was younger. And the first time I went to Ireland, I just thought people were strange because everyone's being nice. Everyone's being nice. Creepy nice. Very weird. Sanyang runs along the beach, but if there are certain areas without sea view, oh yeah, you don't need to have sea view. You just need to have, reasonable access to the beach. So I'm guessing that's why people want to develop Sanyang. I'm not never the person that wants to follow everybody else. So I'm thinking out of the box at this moment. The Gambia is not, it's not in the top of my list. It's not because it's not a beautiful country, because the people are really nice, but it's because there are people there that I'm not going to get along with. So yeah, let's just put all the billionaires in Monaco, stick a roof on it, keep them there. Yeah, did you know that a few years ago, about 3 years ago, the richest person in Monaco, which was a woman, she got offed by her lawyer for some weird reason. Anyway, God knows how much she was worth. People create their own fantasies. That is why they go to her. She is giving a false sense of hope. Yeah, people need hope, especially in the diaspora. We need hope. That's what we're there for. Excuse me. Tanya, the politicians and locals don't really want us here, but I'm going in. That's true. Yeah, me too, man. Do you know what? I don't live my life thinking about what other people think about me. I just don't. I don't care what they think. It's like I'm doing my thing. So if I'm going there, I'll treat people with respect. I expect people to treat me with respect, regardless of whether they want me there or not. And then we can get along that way. That's no problem. I don't have to be your friend. Feel free to hate. I ain't trying to be your mate, right? So yeah, I don't think people should get hurt when Africans, look at them from the side, look at you from the side of their eye. It's to be expected. And no, Europeans don't get the side eye treatment. Some of them do, especially in the Gambia. Some of them do. all that stuff that was pushing out about Gambians being all so soft and you can walk over them. They're not like that, man. Gambians, fire, man. I've seen it myself, for myself, my own two eyes, man. Gambians can be, yeah, they can get turned like that. Yeah, she does. Affinity fraud, wow. Yeah, Tanya, you're I think you're married to a local, but if you're married to a local, I think you should be able to get citizenship straight away. I think you should get citizenship straight away. The Gambian politicians believed in self-preservation. They will look after their own citizens before thinking about foreigners. You think? I think they'll look after themselves before they think about anybody else. It's the way politicians work all over the world. Mahana the Repat. I did come across Blaxit because of one man, but it seems they are worlds apart in what they're trying to do. Yeah. Every YouTube channel has its niche, right? Blaxit is good at talking the talk when it comes to it, when she needs to, right? But I think that this facade has dropped now, and people, if you hear the phone calls, the telephone messages, the way she acts, what she says, the way she talks about people behind their backs, all that type of stuff, it's obvious now that people know that she's not a nice person and that she cannot be trusted. Could not believe she accused you of, yeah, I can't say it out loud, but yeah, only mad because you have, exactly. So that was the easy way of finding out whether she was fibbing, whether she was lying about it. Because, I mean, if I had evidence that someone was doing that, I wouldn't be putting it on YouTube, and I wouldn't be calling somebody as well and telling them, oh, do you know what, I've got evidence. I wouldn't do that. I'd be shopping them straight away. Shopping or chopping them, one or the other. Do you know what I mean by shopping them? I'd happily call the 50 on them. Happily, if they were doing stuff like that. You don't go calling your clients up, telling them that, you know what? It's just total, I don't know. I mean, but like I said, it was interesting to hear that. It's interesting to hear the genesis of a rumor. She's just planting the seeds here, there, and thinking that no one's going to know about it. But she didn't know that that telephone conversation was being recorded. So she knew she wouldn't say those things, would she? Maybe she would. No, that would create sham marriages just for citizenship. Yeah, just like in Zambia, right? Just like in Zambia. Affinity fraud targets people belonging to a particular community or group in order to gain the trust of others. Fake Pan-African, yes, movement. So, like what they were doing with this blessing scandal, the blessing scandal, where they were targeting Christian African Americans or just anyone who's a Christian. They were targeting those people. Yeah, so that's affinity fraud. That is, one can become a Gambian citizen if married to a Gambian and lived in the Gambia together for over. That's too long, man. Annette, it's too long. What's citizenship now? We don't have the time for that. We don't have 7 years. But anyway, like I was saying, you don't need it. All you need is an ECOWAS passport. You don't need to have citizenship of the Gambia. It's like, don't worry about it. Get your Liberian passport. Get it like that. Boom. I wouldn't get a Liberian passport. Maybe I would in the future. Maybe I would in the future consider it. I wouldn't get a Nigerian passport because I can't, because, well, for reasons I can't say. But I can't get a Nigerian passport because I want more than one passport, and Nigerians don't accept more than one passport. I think you're allowed to have your passport and the place of a passport of the place where you were born, and I think you're allowed to have one other passport and the Nigerian passport, so they limit you somehow. British passport is good because you're the only person that can take away your own British citizenship, and you can gain it back anytime you want. It's not like in America. In America, if you resolve your citizenship, your American citizenship, that's it forever. You don't get it back ever. But in England, if you get rid of your British citizenship, you just need to, I think it's called an S2 certificate application. Boom, you get your citizenship back like that. It's very easy. I still can't work out the appeal for Gambian citizenship. What's the benefit? Why not a simple residency permit? Yeah, right. You would think that she would take small steps. I don't even know whether she thinks she's going to get it. I don't think she cares. I just think it's a good way of her being able to meet with the top brass in the Gambia. I think that's just it. So yeah, I have a residency permit. That is all I need. Exactly. Yeah. I think a lot of diasporans want to feel home somewhere. They really want to get there, and here's your passport. You're one of us now. You can get rid of that American passport if you want to. You've got this. I think that's what they were waiting for. They're waiting for Africa to embrace them. So yeah, they're not all bad. Some people will make very good contributions to the societies, to the African countries that they eventually move to. Yeah. So guys, my hour is up. My hour is up. I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to go live again. I'm going to post another video tomorrow daytime, and I'm going to go live again. Sorry, forget about the Nigerian passport. Too much political instability in Nigeria. Nigeria may break up into 10 to 15 countries in the near future. Nigerian population is 205 million. I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening, that breakup happening. And Prince Dinas Demir, he's over there now. He looks like he's really enjoying himself, doesn't he? He looks like he's in heaven. Nigeria is an amazing country. But I don't see it breaking up. There is political instability. You do have the northern Islamic sort of focused people, and then you've got the tribal fractions as well. All African countries have it, right? I don't see it happening there. She wants political power over Gambians, yeah, and I hope she doesn't get it. Automatic citizenship is a political tactic she needs to excuse. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, BR needs an excuse to talk BS for as long as possible. That is true. Tony said in Egypt it costs about $15,000 per family member. What, for citizenship? Really? That's expensive. That's really expensive. I am married to a Gambian. I've been 4 years. Still have 11 years to wait for citizenship. What? That's ludicrous. Now you all see why the slave trade flourished. Hypocrites and diasporans using every means to steal and manipulate the locals, and thank God Nigeria is not falling for it. She wants to go there though. She wants to go there. Clear Steer clear of automatic citizenship. It is wicked. Yeah. It's unnecessary, I would say. I'm not sure it's wicked, but definitely unnecessary. Guys, so I really enjoyed tonight, and it was good to hear from you guys. I'm going to go live again tomorrow, like I said, and we're going to post another video tomorrow as well. I think it's going to be the last in my Blaxit series, but maybe I can squeeze out another 2. We'll have to see. I hope she's watching this. Yeah, anyway. So, guys, I'm going to leave it there because I've got some work to do. I've got some oversight news, actually. Some new oversight news. I'm not going to tell you guys now, though. Maybe tomorrow. All right? Because I'm getting tired. I'm getting jaded. So, guys, I would like to thank you for your input tonight. It was really good. I think I'm going to leave the comments running for a bit so you guys can chat to one another for a bit. The UK is a country of 4 nations. Yeah, it is. That's true. You think the same thing's going to happen to Nigeria? Interesting. It would be interesting to see something like that happen. Hope not. So, guys, anyway, yeah, thank you for watching. And I will see you tomorrow. Please, I'll keep this on for a little while longer so you guys can chat. But I'm going to go get some sleep. So tired. I'm so tired. So thank you, guys. And I'll see you tomorrow. And I'm going to leave this on so you guys continue to talk. Be nice, though, please, guys. Be nice to each other. Good night. Good night, guys. Good night. Good night.